Hi, my name is Jeff, and thanks for joining me on my journey as I learn how to become a Salesforce admin. I am right now in the admin beginner trail. I've already taken some of these modules, but I want to go back through them right now. Even though I've completed some of the quizzes, I just want to look at the content one more time. So let's do the Salesforce Platform Basics. Get started with the Salesforce Platform, and this tells us this is all about using the Lightning experience. That's cool. We're going to learn how to define the Salesforce Platform, describe the Dreamhouse scenario, create a Trailhead Playground, which sounds like a fun thing, and explain the difference between declarative and programmatic development, which sounds techy. So we're going to get into that. Okay, a quick introduction to Salesforce. You might think that Salesforce is just a CRM. That's a customer relationship management tool, in case you didn't know. It stores your customer data, gives you processes to nurture prospective customers, and provides ways to collaborate with people you work with. And it does all those things. But saying that Salesforce is just a CRM is like saying a house is just a kitchen. There's a lot more to it than that, although I do like my kitchen. Salesforce comes with a lot of standard functionality or out-of-the-box products and features that you can use to run your business. Here are some common things businesses want to do with Salesforce, and the features we give you that support those activities. You need to, and by you here, I think we're talking to businesses. Sell to prospects and customers, so we give you leads and opportunities to manage sales. Help customers after the sale, cases and our communities for customer engagement. After you could open a case after you complete this, if you have a question on using a product. I think cases is one thing, and communities for customer engagement I think is something different. Like communities for customer engagement is one thing. Cases is like a service case. Work on the go. The customizable Salesforce mobile app. Collaborate with your coworkers, partners, and customers. You get Chatter and communities to connect your company. So Chatter is one thing that you could collaborate with your coworkers, and communities you could use with partners and customers. And market to your audience, and you get Marketing Cloud to manage your customer journeys. We like that word journeys, don't we? It's like getting marketed to, but in a way that you would like it. Depending on what your company purchases from Salesforce, you can get these features and more without lifting a finger, but you can almost think of these features as a model house that a real estate agent shows off. You could certainly live there, but it wouldn't be your home. You wouldn't have your art on the wall, or that unusual coat rack your Aunt Hilda gave you as a housewarming gift, or the food on the floor that your kids spilled, which you're blessed to have, so it's okay, because then your dog is going to eat it. That's where the Salesforce Platform comes in. With the platform, you can customize and build whatever it is that makes your company unique. And when you have a business application that's unique to you, everyone is more successful. Stories of Salesforce. Throughout Trailhead, you are introduced to a lot of companies and characters that are using Salesforce in different ways. Let's meet some of the players. CloudKicks. This custom sneaker company is making waves in the footwear industry. They use Salesforce to manage sales and help streamline their complicated order creation and fulfillment processes. These companies don't actually exist. They're model examples. Did we say that clearly? I think that was clear. Ursa Major Solar. On the cutting edge of renewable energy, Ursa Major Solar needs business software that doesn't shy away from groundbreaking technology. They use Salesforce to manage sales and customer service nationwide. Cool. Get Cloudy Consulting is one of the best cloud consulting firms in the business. Get Cloudy knows CRM. They use Salesforce to manage existing and potential clients, and they're always looking for new ways to innovate with Salesforce services. And Dreamhouse Realty, known for their fresh approach to real estate, Dreamhouse uses Salesforce to connect their employees and improve the efficiency of home sales. We're digging this house theme. So let's kick off, get it? Cloud kick. Was that intentional? Our first module by looking at Dreamhouse Realty. We'll use Dreamhouse's Salesforce implementation to explain some of the fundamental terms, concepts, and capabilities of the Salesforce platform. Let's learn a bit about Dreamhouse. Michelle is the lead real estate broker at Dreamhouse. She finds many potential home buyers through Dreamhouse's web and mobile apps. With these apps, customers can browse available homes and make a favorites list of properties, just one list of favorites, that they're interested in. They can also reach out to Michelle or other brokers directly to set up showings. I should say that that's just reading what was said on the page. They could probably create multiple lists if they really wanted to. I'm sure the app could do that also, like if you're thinking of living in different cities. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. D'Angelo is Dreamhouse's Salesforce administrator. Using the Salesforce platform, he's building a suite of custom functionality to support Michelle and her team. Michelle can use this functionality to edit and view information about the properties she's selling, as well as keep track of her potential buyers. Remember, Salesforce comes with standard functionality for tracking common sales objects, like accounts, contacts, and leads. When I hear the phrase sales objects, I think of like an object. Like a pen is an object. Tape, that's an object. When we say sales objects, it's a technical term. It's the records in the field that we're using. So, but that's what that means, sales objects. Throughout this module, we work with D'Angelo to see how the Salesforce platform can meet those needs. Oh, hey, look at this. Get to know our terms. Perhaps you noticed a strange word in the last paragraph. Objects. My goodness. I should write for Trailhead. Object is one of many important terms you'll learn as you get to know Salesforce. First, it's important to understand what a database is in the context of Salesforce. When we talk about the database, think of a giant spreadsheet. And if you feel a sinking feeling of depression, push it away. When you put information into Salesforce, it gets stored into the database so you can access it again later. It's stored in a very specific way, so you're always accessing the information you need. Let's look at a page from the Dreamhouse app to define some of its important elements and how they relate to the database. Okay, number 1, Dreamhouse. An app in Salesforce is a set of objects, fields, and other functionality that supports a business process. You can see which app you're using and switch between apps using the app launcher. An app launcher looks like a grayscale Rubik's Cube. Why did the tech world decide that 9 dots meant app launcher? It confuses me. I'd wonder who was the first person who did that. Objects in tables in the Salesforce database that store a particular kind of information. These are standard objects, like accounts and contacts, and custom objects, like the property object you see in the graphic. Okay, so standard is what comes with it. Custom is what you customize. Get it? It wasn't funny. Records are rows in object database tables. Records are the actual data associated with an object. Here, the 201 Charles Street property is a record. Write that one. That's a record. Again, you're thinking of something that plays. Maybe you're not. Depends. The turntable. Are you thinking? Okay. Fields are columns in object database tables. Both standard and custom objects have fields. On a property object, we have fields like address and price. Okay. On the property object, you have fields. Fields, I gotta read that again. Fields are columns in object database tables. So objects are sets of information, which we call tables. And, well, okay, so tables have rows and columns. Tables, rows, and columns. Or maybe like tabs, if you're thinking spreadsheets. So on the spreadsheet, you have tabs, rows, and columns. In a Salesforce, we call those, and in databases, we call those objects, records, and fields. Okay. That's just the way it is. Objects, records, and fields. Who was the first person who chose these names? I don't know. I don't know that it matters for helping understand or become an admin, but it's the side of it that's really interesting. Like, why would you, like a record? Records. Okay, there's information that's recorded. In a field, I'm turning off Grammarly because it keeps on popping up. No, just disable. Yeah, fine. Maybe that'll do it. Fine. Another important term that's hard to capture in a picture is org. Org is short for organization, and it refers to a specific instance of Salesforce. The image here is taken from Dreamhouse's org. Your company can have one or multiple orgs. Okay. An org is, okay, so an instance of Salesforce. That's like a copy of Salesforce that your business gets to use. And we call that an org. And you could have multiple orgs in your business. I think one might be like your production one, and one would be like that's one that you're actually using, and one's the one that you may be testing. Maybe. That's a lot of new stuff to tackle. If you don't get it all right away, don't worry. As you continue to learn about Salesforce, the terminology will start to come naturally with increased repetition. Okay, your first Trailhead Playground. A Trailhead Playground org is a safe environment where you can practice the skills you've learned before you take them to your real work. TPs come with all the standard app building and customization tools required to test your app development chops, skills, capabilities. If you've ever heard of a developer edition org, that's a TP is a special type of a DE. Oh, we got into acronyms. When you sign up for Trailhead, we automatically create a TP for you. That sounds funny reading it, doesn't it? We create a TP for you. It comes complete with a fire on a nice prairie field. I would like a TP. I'd like to go camping in a TP. But it's a Trailhead Playground. But just reading TP out loud sounds... So if you haven't signed up yet, now is a great time to do so. If you're already signed in, scroll to the bottom of this page and click Launch to open your... I'm going to read Trailhead Playground instead of this. Yeah. TP orgs are free, and you can have up to 10 of them at a time. To create one, go to any hands-on challenge, click the down arrow next to Launch, and select Create a Trailhead Playground. If you hit your max or want to merge your TPs, your Trailhead Playgrounds, you can view and delete them from your Trailhead profile. If you ever need your Trailhead Playgrounds username and password, you can access them using the instructions here. Go ahead and launch your TP so we can start getting your hands dirty. You actually don't get your hands dirty. That's a metaphor. Don't be worried. Customize the Salesforce platform. You already know that you can use the Salesforce platform to develop custom objects and functionality specific to your business. What you might not know is that you can do most of this development without ever writing a line of code. Okay, if you don't know what a line of code is yet, yeah, that is what code looks like. If you don't know how to, well, that's really markup, but okay, I got ahead of myself. Developing without code is known as declarative development. With declarative development, you use forms and drag and drop tools to perform powerful customization tasks. That's like declarative. You're like declaring, you go there, you go there. You're actually not making that happen. You're just telling things to do stuff. That's how I'm thinking of it, at least. The platform also offers programmatic development, which uses things like Lightning components, Apex code, and Visualforce pages. But if you're not a programmer, you can still build some amazing things on the platform. I'm going to skip the video. Let's start small. Michelle wants a way to indicate whether a potential buyer is pre-qualified for home loan. To make this change, D'Angela wants a pre-qualified checkbox on the content object. In Salesforce speak, we're adding a custom field to a standard object. Let's see how he does it. We're going to pause here, and I'm going to open up my TP Trailhead Playground. Okay, let's see if I can do this. From the gear icon, click Setup to launch the setup page. My TP, by the way, is playfulbadger117870 dev.ed, which just sounds cool. I mean, Playful Badger sounds cool. Okay, click the Object Manager tab. That's that. Click Contact. There it is. Under Fields and Relationships, click New. Fields and Relationships. There's Fields and Relationships. And there's New. A data type indicates what kind of information your field holds. For this field, pick Checkbox and click Next. Okay. So, just thinking out loud here, depending on the type of you gotta think through what sort of input you want that field to be able to do before you create it. So we're doing checkbox, and then we're going to click Next. The field label is what you see on the contact page. Enter in pre-qualified and click Next. Because I dislike typing, I'm going to copy and paste. Okay. Clicking Next. Establish field level security. And I guess we're just good with this, so we're clicking Next and then Save. Next. And then add page to page layouts, and we're adding this to all these different pages. Cool. Save. You just customize your first object. Great job. Well, that's what it says, but I guess I did, so. Let's take a look at what we did. Open the app launcher and click Contacts. Or search for it, and then find it. Okay, it's popping up stuff for me. Use the down arrow to view all contacts. And click on the contact name. Andy Young. Under the Details tab, clicking on the Details tab, you can see your new field. Pre-qualified. Aha, there it is. Now it's easier for Michelle and other brokers to log and retrieve this important piece of client information. You know, that was actually pretty cool. We added that field pretty quickly, but it turns out that we did more than just add a field. At the same time, the platform did a lot of work under the hood. It's not a car. It's not really a platform either, because you stand on platforms. You don't stand on Salesforce, because it's on a cloud. It's so confusing. Obviously, I'm joking. It's straightforward. It's just metaphor to make stuff make sense. Obviously, the new field was added to the user interface. That's what we're looking at over here on the right. You can also run reports and create dashboards that reference your new field. The field is even ready to go in the Salesforce mobile app, and you didn't have to do anything except click Next and copy and paste in my case. That's the power of the Salesforce platform. In the next unit, we'll talk about some ways you can harness the platform for your business. You know what? That was actually pretty cool. I'm going to retake this challenge. Okay, you'll be completing this challenge in your own personal Salesforce environment. Choose the drop-down menu, then click Launch to get started. If you use Trailhead in a language other than English, bump, bump. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to stop the video here because I have a feeling that my employer would not like the fact if I showed how to actually do the challenges. It's sort of giving away the kit and caboodle. So we're going to stop here, and I'll pick up the next unit hopefully tomorrow. See you.